Oh, there we go. Yo, what's going on, y'all? We had a little technical difficulties over here, but before we get started, let us know in the chat if y'all can hear us. Can anybody hear us? Loud and clear? Cool, perfect. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us today.
Hey, mama.
So we gotta do the shout outs right now, real quick. Jamie, how are you doing? How's everything going? Oh, let me start with my bro and my sis. What's going on, me now? Let's get it. Jamie, how are you doing? Y'all, what it do? Got mama in the building. Let's get it. Let's go.
You know, me now, they always first.
Hey, so we
appreciate that.
already know y'all be rocking it live, so we hope to at least produce as half of the content that y'all produce when y'all go live, and even when y'all post y'all videos, man. So it's kind of weird because I'm kind of nervous a little bit. I don't know how you feeling, but I don't know, man. I don't know, but
we'll see how it goes.
Again, man, thank y'all for joining us. So y'all asked what we eating. Man, we had to actually eat while we talking, y'all. That was never the plan. We eating Zaxby's right now because they took absolutely forever to give us our food. So we ordered 2 meals. They only gave us 1 meal. The girl was, I don't know what was going on with her, but we had to explain to her that we spent $16 and we need more than 1 plate. So that took a minute. Then we got to the crib, had to warm the food up, and now we're eating. So at this point, we're gonna do a
eating chat.
A eating chat. I was about to say a mukbang, a mukbang, however y'all say it.
Right. So but y'all haven't eaten, grab your dinner and join us as we eat our dinner. Because y'all already know. Baby boy gotta have something to eat. I can't be on here starving.
Right. So first thing first, let's get the line of business out the way, man. So thank y'all for joining us, and we are ecstatic to announce that we have reached 1K in subscribers. So thank y'all for all of y'all that have subscribed to our channel, that have been constantly supporting our grind. It is not hard at all. We have some content creators right now that are watching, and they can even attest to the fact that YouTube is not hard. It's not for the weak, and you have to be consistent. Absolutely. And you have to be patient. I think those are the things that we've learned so far in our journey to 1K. Fun fact is, they came to me and said, hey, I think we should start a YouTube channel. I was like, okay, whatever. So you came to me one time and I was like, whatever. And then she came to me again, maybe like a couple months later. And she was like, hey, babe, I think we should start a YouTube channel. And you know, when you married, you know, your wife wants you to do things that you ain't really feeling for real, but you gotta, you know, compromise, which is a big thing. So I hope y'all taking notes because I'm preaching today. I'm coming off the top preaching. So get your notepad. We're gonna do communion today also. So go get your saltine crackers and your Welch's grape juice. Go get all that because I'm finna preach. So she came to me and she was like, hey, I think we should start YouTube. So I was like, all right, she done told me this 3 times now. So I don't want to be disobedient and I don't want to be defiant.
Excuse me, y'all.
Because she kept asking me, like, hey, let's start this. I'm like, man, all right. So what do you want to do? So that's what led to our first video. If those of you that have been rocking with us that long, we posted our Vegas trip. And it was, man, it was kind of shaky. I'm not gonna lie, you know, just kind of doing everything. I mean, we're new to it, but I will say that ever since we started that video and moving forward to like our cruise videos, and then even with Rona happening, we having to transition our channel to more vlogs. I definitely got to give her all the credit for getting us to this point and starting our channel. We have had some great supporters. We have met some great people. Hold on, y'all. This girl here. Hey y'all, I'm Nosy and my name Coco. I just wanna see what y'all doing, even though you know what we doing. But I definitely gotta give her just all the credit for just pushing us as a couple to start this, and it has been nothing short of amazing. We have met some wonderful, wonderful people in the process that are YouTubers. Just to name some, Meeting Eye, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Trap Vision 3D, John the Phone Guy, even more recent fam that we've met. Oh, Smitten, even more recent fam that we've met, like Just Vlogging Life, Positive Pusher, Cheryl Foster, House of X. Man, it's just so many to name. DC World, like it's a lot to name. So if I forgot you, I promise you it wasn't on purpose, but I also want to make sure that we're staying on topic for this live. So I just wanted to say that, man, we absolutely appreciate every one of y'all for just rocking with us through the inconsistencies that we may have had. We didn't post as much last year, but when we did, man, we made sure that we knocked y'all socks off by announcing our pregnancy. So we're super excited about that. And that's what y'all here to talk about, man. So right now, let me give the floor to my wife, and let me see if she has anything before we actually start the live Q&A session about pregnancy. So let's talk about it. I gotta wash my hands because I just had Coco, and I already know how you gonna be like, boy, I know you didn't just. Yeah. And then I already know Mama the same way, so she probably like, now you just touched Coco. I know you better go wash your hands. So let me go wash my hands, y'all.
Right. So let him go wash his hands so he can eat his food. He gonna be right back. Y'all, we already got a child, to be honest with y'all. So this is really the second born. We already got a firstborn that acts just like a baby. Her name is Coco, if y'all haven't met her. So yes, but we just want to know what questions do you all have for us before we dive right on in to what we're gonna talk about. So really it's a Q&A. So whatever questions y'all have for us, we are happy to answer.
And we need to figure out how to do mods on here too. Like I have no idea. Yeah. So
and why?
Yeah, we're gonna have to hit you up, bro, because
we have no idea what we're doing.
But I'll start it off while we're waiting for people to type in their questions. I'll start it off. So because I know people probably want to know this. Was this pregnancy planned?
You asking me?
I'm asking you. Derek, was this pregnancy planned? I'm asking you. Yes, I'm asking you.
No, I need to be asking you, was this pregnancy planned?
I don't know what you're asking me for. I'm asking you, was this planned?
Y'all, who should really answer that question? If the pregnancy was planned or not.
Hey, in the words of Marshawn Lynch, I'm just here so I won't get fined. So I'm asking you, was it? Auntie Kim said, was it? The people want to know, was it planned?
Was it? Me, Hugh says it was not planned, okay? I think he had his own plans. Yasmin said, they're eating like he pregnant.
Nah, she asking, do I eat like I'm pregnant?
Oh, I thought you said he over here eating like he pregnant. Look, I'm starting to miss y'all. I'm starting to miss.
The people want to know, what's up?
I say no, it was not planned.
It was not.
What about for you?
Nah, it wasn't planned. In fact, it's funny because we kept hearing people saying, oh, like, don't have a corona or don't have a Rona baby. Like, we kept hearing that. That. I'm like, man, but they weren't telling us that. We just kind of kept hearing that verbiage just pretty much all through the quarantine. And we were good. We made it through March, April, May, June, and July. Can't forget about August, but in September. Isn't it an Earth, Wind & Fire song called Some September? Yeah, so September. And it's just funny because say? It's just funny because we had in our minds that we were probably going to wait, I think, until next year.
Or the end of 2020.
Or the end of 2020. So we had in our minds that we were going to probably wait until we've been married for like right around 5 years. We have been married currently for about 3.5 years, or a little over 3.5 years. So we had plans of just want to travel the world. Like we've been some of everywhere. Alaska. We've been pretty much on a lot of cruises.
Yeah, pretty much the east.
To a lot of places. Pretty much all of the East Caribbean
and West,
we've been, and West. Like, I mean, we've done a lot. We can definitely say that. But we had great plans to continue to travel, which we will. But if we're being realistic right now, things will kind of be a little slower, you know, just because we got a baby on the way and things like that. But man, we had a lot of plans to do things. And I mean, honestly, during like this pandemic, we've had a lot of time to spend with each other. We have continued to grow as a couple. We have continued to learn more about each other. And I'm going to tell you something right now. For those of you that are working from home with your significant other, you will never spend this much time with them ever. So like we've spent so much time with each other to the fact that we have been married for 3.5 years, but it feels like we've probably been married for maybe double that, I would say. So maybe like 6 or 7 years, because we've just had that time to just keep growing and just keep learning more about each other. So we would never put ourselves in a situation to bring another life into this world, and we aren't, you know, solid in our marriage, in our foundation. So we have definitely been constantly learning more about each other, growing, and one thing led to another, you know. So we are here today. And
see what John said. Y'all, I kid you not. I was telling my coworkers this today. Somebody told me that when they said, well, y'all been cooped up for a long time, huh? I was like, well,
I mean,
we just had a blessing fall on us. That's all.
That's it. That's it. So back to these questions. So let me go back up. I mean, y'all keep dropping the questions too. So this is all about y'all, honestly. This is all about y'all. We're just here for a celebratory reason.
Hey, Daddy.
So let's see. I think Cuzzo asked, do I eat a lot as if I'm pregnant? So I remember that question.
Oh, yeah.
So
with that, well, I'll let you answer that question. I was gonna say my observations, but
look, I ain't trying to be like my bro NY. Him and Trap talk a whole lot, and they don't let their wives talk for real. So I ain't trying to be like that. So I want to let you talk.
Y'all hear that shade? That shade right there. Where's the question? There it is.
Right here.
There
yeah. Okay. All right. Does your boy D eat like he pregnant too? I've always eaten a lot, honestly. Like, believe it or not, like I may not be like that, like big, or like I don't know how to explain it, like, but I've always eaten a lot. Do I eat more? I think I eat the same, honestly. I think I eat the same. This is out of my norm eating this Zaxby's. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We don't really do a lot of fried foods.
This was like a quick, we need something on our stomach type of decision.
Right. And I will say that I'm eating just about the same, honestly. I mean, I don't eat less or more. I was already eating a lot of food anyways. But to that question, no, I don't. I think cravings, I probably do have like weirder cravings, honestly. For a long time, I stopped eating candy. But I think as of recent, she got me eating candy because
I ain't got you doing
she the type of person that she want to play the guilt trip on you. So if she got a bag of candy, babe, you want some? No, I'd be like, no, I don't want none. She'd be like, man, I ain't gonna eat none then. But first of all, you're not finna put me in that situation. So go ahead and give me a piece then. Because if you don't eat that candy, then you're gonna come back and say, man, I want some candy. Why you ain't eat the candy?
First, I don't do that anymore because
eat the candy, Anime.
I want what I want now, and I don't care if you eat it or not, because I just want what I want.
Okay.
So now we'll talk about my cravings, but now with my cravings, one of them is candy, unfortunately. But I'll ask him, does he want any? I don't indulge in candy like that. Like, he was the candy eater when we started dating. But now if I want the candy, I just ask, like, hey, babe, you want some? Oh, okay. Like, I do.
Man, when folks get up on this little live thing, when they get up on this little app and they be talking, but they be acting different. I ain't gonna lie. They be acting different. You acting different. Mm-mm. So
I'm telling the truth.
Jamie, how's Coco adjusting to your pregnancy?
So with Coco, she gravitates to Derek. So with that, I mean, she and I will play, and everything. Like, she likes to be loved by me too, but she gravitates to him way more, and that's just because opposites attract, right? But I think with dogs, they have an instinct on when you're pregnant and things like that. So she gravitates to me more. So she always wants to be in my lap. She always wants to lay on my stomach. Like, she always wants to sleep by me. Like, all that. So that's new to me because she was always doing it to him and not me. Just like she's sitting in my chair behind me. So I have to share my chair with her.
Right.
So she's just, for lack of a better word, she ride me. Okay. But I'm curious to know, once the baby is born, is she gonna, wipe her hands with me or what? Like, we still gonna be cool like we were, or, you done with me? So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but she knows he's in there, and she loves to lay her side on my stomach or toot her butt on my stomach. So, and he knows that she's there as well because he will kick her. So I guess that's them bonding. And it's so funny because just say like he and I are playing. Oh, she don't like that.
Oh, she protective, man. It's crazy. Like, we can literally we playing, like we be like tussling a little bit. I know some of y'all like, why you touching them with a pregnant woman? Like, mind your business. So.
Oh, I be getting him. Don't worry about it, y'all. I can hold mine over here. I can hold mine.
So like, we just, we were just playing or whatever. This one right here, man, I'm talking about, she goes crazy. Like, she be jumping around, then she bark, then she jump around. I'm like,
and then she'll push you.
And then she'll push me. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, so, like, super protective.
She
super
does not
protective.
like him touching me.
Like, it's crazy.
Get off, mama.
Saw another one. Where is it? Y'all got. Hey, you right about that. I ain't gonna lie. So, we wanted to kind of do the real, like, optimistic, atmospheric type of background here. And actually a fun fact about this. So this actually was our flower wall. We turned it, but this is actually our flower wall that we made for our wedding. So it's like, and then it's another piece over there. But yeah, so we actually made this. So that's just an interesting fact about us.
For our it was for the altar piece.
Yeah, we didn't want to spend like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for some flowers that they're gonna put on something similar like this. We was like,
they're gonna die. So
how about we just make our own, boom, get the materials, boom, and then we just build it. So that's what we did. Right. My boy Aaron is in the building. What's up, brother?
Hey, Aaron and Ariel.
I'm weak. Hey, that was my thing going into, like, once I found out we were expecting, I said, everything else matter, but I cannot gain weight, bro. Like, I cannot gain weight. Like, I told myself that, I said, I cannot gain weight. So, And it's so funny because like the way we eat, we'll sometimes like skip meals and not even know it, because we'll either eat breakfast really late or we'll skip breakfast. Because like she's really been loving. So any of y'all that's wondering about cravings, she's been like on a breakfast binge for like months now. Like we were never the couple that really ate breakfast like that. Like we would eat it probably like two times. And when I say breakfast, I mean like a cooked breakfast, like sausage or turkey or pancakes or eggs.
I mean, even cereal.
Grits. Like we didn't buy cereal.
Like we would buy Cheerios for Coco.
Yeah.
She loves Cheerios.
Yeah.
So that was like her treat.
Yeah.
So that's the only time you would see us in the cereal aisle. I was like, okay, let's get Coco some Cheerios.
Right.
Yeah, you want some Cheerios?
So that's what we've been doing now. But I say that to say like we actually will miss meals sometimes. And like I said, we'll eat a late breakfast or a early lunch or whatever, which it'll probably be around lunchtime, but then we won't really snack, or if we snack, it's like something smaller than we eat dinner. So as far as like caloric intake, I think both of us are like deficient in that, honestly, because we really haven't been eating those portions like we do. Like for me, I'll work out and then a protein shake is my breakfast.
Right. And I didn't eat breakfast. I would just drink some water when I got up in the morning and then wait for lunch. So going into pregnancy, the reason I'm so big on breakfast, which I'm sure you've been enjoying it because your girl been throwing down every morning. Mm-hmm. But this like being hungry and pregnant, it don't go together. Okay. Yeah. You can't let your body get like that. So I learned that real early. I don't know if you remember this, but you remember that day I asked you to stop at Taco Bell? I
was literally just about to say that. I was like, man, I think that's what really woke me up to the fact that like you can have it, it's your word, you get what you want. We driving, like, okay. Like,
I don't even know where we were going.
Man, we was almost at the crib, I think, right? Or we was about to head, or
no, we were going somewhere.
And I can't remember where we were going. And we driving. I'm like, okay, we literally just left the house, y'all. Your girl say, babe, can you pull up and get us something and get me something to eat real quick? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I'm you know, like in our mind, like I'm gonna just keep driving. Kind of like if a kid asks you for some, you know, Mom, I gotta use the bathroom. All right, hold on, you know, we're gonna keep driving a little bit. So I was like, can you wait? She was like, no. I was like, Mama, I'm like, you can wait. We're gonna keep driving. And she was like, babe, can you pull over and give me something to eat? I was like you don't have no, like you ain't got nothing, like no, like peanut butter crackers in there, like she ain't had nothing. So
they have nothing, and I learned my lesson that day because I said, hey, like I don't care, just so I don't care. Take me to a gas station, I do not care. Right. I need something in my stomach like now.
So we pull over to Taco Bell, and then we got us something or what. I think we got like a beefy file or something like that.
Yeah, it was something that because we shared it, whatever it was.
But I think that day is when I realized that like if your pregnant significant other says that they want something to eat, like get them something to eat. Like ASAP. Get them something to eat like ASAP. So I think that day is when I really realized that you were really hungry, because I mean, like we all say we're hungry, but I think we can hold it, you know.
Right.
But
in the past, I wouldn't have never told you to do that.
Right.
We would have stuck it out, and wherever we was going, we would have found something later, you know, because that's just what we do.
Right.
But on that day, I was like, you don't pull over you don't pull this car over and buy me something right now.
Yeah. Robert, what's up? What's up, family? How you doing? How are you doing, man? All right, so Q, what odd foods do you crave?
I haven't gotten into those weird combinations. Thank you, Lord. But in my first trimester, I was craving, and I know you remember this, a cinnamon roll from Cinnabon.
I remember
it had to be from Cinnabon, and I wanted a cinnamon roll. Why? I have absolutely no idea. Haven't been Cinnabon in, I don't know, years.
Yeah.
Haven't had a cinnamon roll in years. So where did this craving come from? I don't know. But I tried to fight it. And that's another thing. Like, that's just your first time pregnancy. You trying to figure it out. I tried to fight it because I'm like, I don't need no cinnamon roll. Like, why do I want a cinnamon roll? I tried to fight it. I think I went like 2 days. And I was like, you know what, babe?
I can't remember. Like, did I
I
surprise you with the cinnamon roll that time before you started craving it, or did you start craving it?
I started craving
it.
And you remember we were like, well, Cinnabon is all the way, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I was like, I'm not trying to go all the way out there. I don't want to go all the way out there. Right. And so you just came home with one day because I was trying to fight it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, y'all, you can't fight those cravings at all. He is a great husband because he surprised me with that cinnamon roll. I tried to go to Kroger to get the Pillsbury ones. And I was like, I don't want that. I want Cinnabon. Okay. So that was a weird one. Second craving was Cheerios. I want a bowl of Cheerios. Why? I have no idea. Those are Coco's cereal. So I had to get some Cocoa cereal. Because I wanted a bowl of Cheerios. Why? Still don't know to this day. Yeah. And then my third is that candy. So I've been on that for a minute. Yeah. So and it has to be specific. I don't want any type of candy. I want the trolleys.
The little kid candy, like the kid, like I think that candy say like must be at least like 7 years old or something like that. So you clearly meet that, but it's like, you know, ain't even like adult. Like to me, like adult candy is like Skittles, like Starburst, like trolleys, like that's like the little fun candy. Skittles, nah, Skittles for grown men. What you mean? No. Okay. Nah, the sour Skittles are for kids.
Okay. I'll let you have that one.
But the wild berry joints and the tropicals, like
no, let me tell you what a grown folk candy is. And my come through and support dropper me.
Thing. I think grown
some turtles. That's grown folk candy.
Oh yeah, turtles.
That's a grown folk candy. That ain't no kid candy.
That's probably why it's only 2 in a pack.
Right. That's a grown folk candy.
Yeah. Turtle. Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. From John the phone guy, what are your plans for work post baby?
Still
work. Yeah.
Still go to work. We are working from home, so that's gonna work in our favor for sure. Well, we both are working from home, so that's gonna work in our favor. So still get this money. That's what my plans are for sure. Get these coins.
Just Vlogging Life, appreciate you. As soon as I figure out, I'm gonna make you a mod. I can't figure it out right now, but you're gonna be a mod for our channel. So thank you for volunteering yourself. But make sure y'all thumbs up this video now. So that's pretty much all we ask. Besides your support, of course, but make sure y'all thumbs this video up. Let's see.
Did we miss anything? Excuse me.
Right here. Are you guys going to gear the content more to vlogs once the baby comes, or take a break to enjoy your new family? As I, a mother of 2, I know how precious that time is. That's a great question, Jamie, actually. We are still in discussion about that. I feel like if we do any vlogging in the beginning, after the baby comes, it'll probably be me mainly having the camera everywhere. But I believe we will take some time to just kind of get more acclimated to having a new addition to the family. The good thing about it is we actually have unreleased content right now that we can keep releasing, you know, just kind of through and through. But we'll plan to have just kind of content that we will release even after the baby is born, but it may be behind. Like we may have already had the baby, but we'll have content coming out so that it could take the place of our actual absence when it comes down to it. So that way, once that content that we've already pre-filmed catches up, then we'll be ready to rock and roll again moving forward. And we're also thinking about probably like renaming the channel too once the baby comes. So we're still trying to figure out what name that will be. So right now, for those of y'all that in here, drop some dope names to what we can name our channel. or rename our channel once the baby comes. So we're trying to incorporate more of a family type vibe, and we're going to rename it, but just don't know to what. Do y'all have a name yet? We've got this question like a lot recently.
Yeah,
I've gotten this question at least like twice today, actually. So we have a name in mind, but of course we're not releasing that right now because we're still trying to figure out if that's what we really want to name our son. But yes, we do have one name that we've been contemplating about for quite some time now. But we plan, I think, I'm saying we, and I ain't even told her nothing, but babe, it was kind of like my hopes that we that we can have something solidified by maybe this time next month.
I mean, okay.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll let y'all know. How about that? We will do some type of like name reveal or something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you updated. The time is a ticking. So I am 23 weeks today. So more than halfway there.
You think, hey, so man, we just went on y'all to go ahead and have another one, bro. Y'all go ahead and do it right now. Hey, it's never too late, man. It's never too late. COVID is making great opportunities right now, so go ahead and take advantage. Go ahead and take advantage. Hey, y'all, keep dropping these questions. Let me see if I can come up with a question off the fly. House of X, what's going on? What's going on? I was tuning into y'all live for a little bit before I jumped on here. But definitely, man, love y'all content. Y'all absolutely hilarious. So if you have not already done so, check out House of X Entertainment. Check out Just Vlogging Life. Check out Me Nah. Check out John the Phone Guy. And man, all of them have absolutely great channels. I don't know if Trap in here or not. I don't know.
Is he in here?
I don't know. But I'm trying to see the question I just had, but it slipped.
I will say this. Have you had any pregnancy symptoms?
Me?
Yeah, you.
So
besides, of course, you talk about the cravings.
Oh, besides the cravings?
Yeah.
So for those of you, and these fries cold. For those of you that actually saw my video posted about 3 days ago of the symptoms that I've been having while my wife is pregnant, you should definitely go check that out. But I'll just kind of give a synopsis on what I talked about. So for me, two things. And one of these things I forgot to mention in the video. So if you've seen Q's video today, then this is one of her symptoms, but I too have been gassy. But it's been by way of burping, though. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I can eat like this meal right here, chicken tenders and fries, and I'll burp. Like, normally something like carbonated makes me burp, but I've been, as of late, and like she makes fun of me, but like, and then it comes in like threes. It's weird. Like, I'll burp one time, then burp again, and it's like back to back to back. And that's been like if I'm eating and not drinking anything, if I'm drinking water, if I'm just waking up, like it's been weird. So that's been one of my symptoms. Another symptom that I've been experiencing is rashes. Like, it's crazy. Like, I've always had like A1 skin, you know, and if y'all saw my video, y'all know how I'm talking about my cinnamon buttery neck. Like, it's just kind of been always like that, you know. But I've had a rash right here on my hand, which was absolutely crazy. And that lasted for about like 3 weeks. And then I had a huge rash. Like, we talking about like, when your mama tell you to go get the switch, she about to just hit you.
Nah, that was more than a switch. That was
belt.
Like a belt or extension cord.
on the back of my neck. And like, I don't really get embarrassed for real, but like I was kind of like super embarrassed. Like I didn't even want to go out. Like, you know, I feel like I'm gonna get bullied or something. So I think those are the two biggest symptoms that I've really had, which was the gas and the rashes. So as of right now, baby boy been doing me good. So I haven't had anything, but just as soon as we get off of here, I'll probably drop in a part 2 video for the second trimester with some other symptoms probably. But we're right now 23 weeks. Mm-hmm. So we're a little over halfway there. And I've been good for at least like the last 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
So
you've been pretty solid.
I've been actually pretty good. Trying to see for you, what has been the most difficult thing about being pregnant? Sleep. Why sleep?
So I'm a stomach sleeper prior to pregnancy. But what? Stop, girl. But what was I saying? But being pregnant, you know, I don't sleep on my stomach, of course. I mean, even before I was showing, like, as soon as I found out, I stopped sleeping on my stomach and try to sleep on my back and my sides. But now that I'm showing, stomach is getting bigger. And, you know, you got those back pains. It is just like really trying to find some good sleep. Like he be over there sleeping like a baby, and I just be looking at him like
I be knocked out. Like 1, 2, 3 tap out.
I gotta wake you up.
I be gone. You have. Let's talk about the other night when you woke me up.
I wasn't feeling well.
I know. I'm knocked out, which I don't blame her. Like I want her to wake me up if she's not feeling well, because I want to be there to like aid. But man, I'm talking about I was probably in. How many stages of sleep is it? Like,
I think 5, 4.
I probably wasn't 4.5, maybe, you know. And babe, I said, huh? I'm not feeling well. So I jump up. I'm like, hey, like, it's only 2 times I've jumped up. The other time I jumped up, he was like, babe, did you hear that? I said, hear what?
Yo, I'm gonna need him to work on this light sleeping, because me and Coco woke up and you was the only one sleep. I'm like, how you didn't hear that?
It's the pregnancy. The
This
pregnancy
was before
got me
I got pregnant.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, when we heard that loud thump. Oh, absolutely.
Y'all jump up. I'm like, what's going on? So
folks be getting in front of camera.
She was like, babe, you hear that? I said, nah, hear what? So I jump up, y'all. I'm in drawers trying to run in and see what's going on. Like, what am I doing in my drawers? Like,
I have no idea.
I'm like, man, you got me out here about to embarrass myself. I ain't got nothing but some drawers on. So,
but we ended up figuring it out. I think it was that something fell in that back room.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Yeah. But me and Coco were up. We were alert.
Yeah.
And he was still.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need you to open those ears when you sleep.
Let's see. Oh, this is a great question. So, what's the future of Unboxed Sneaks? So for those of you that don't know, I actually have a solo channel that I review sneakers. So I've been doing that for, I think my 1-year anniversary is like in May, I think, something like that. So I've actually been talking to my wife and talking to some really good friends just to kind of about what I want to do moving forward. I think the thing with me is I have a son on the way, and I want to make sure, which I'm going to do that anyways, I want to make sure that they do not go without. With a sneaker channel, in order to really make good content that's viewable for people to come watch, I have to spend money. So I'm trying to think of ways right now to transition my channel to other avenues to where I don't have to spend money, but still bring great content to individuals that want to see what I have to say. That may be sneakers, that may not be sneakers. So I have something curating right now in my mind. And for those of you that follow me on that platform or on that channel, just stay tuned because I got something that I think is going to appeal to a lot of people. But even on the side, I still want to do certain sneaker reviews, but just not make that the main premise of my channel. So I hope that helps answer that question. But regardless of the fact whether I do it anymore or not, y'all can come talk to your boy about sneakers. So just know that. All right. Heavy question. Are you scared to raise a black male in today's society knowing the issues that are present? Like, wow.
Yeah, that is a heavy question. I mean, for me, really for both of us, I mean, prayer is present. Absolutely. As of right now. He is not here. He won't be here for, a few more months, but praying now over him, I think is just the biggest thing. And I know he has, other family that is praying over him, and we're just going to make sure that he's covered in prayer. I think that's just the best way we can start.
Absolutely. And just to add to that, bro, did you really just like shake? Bro, come on. Right. That's a really great question. And that is a tough question to present for some odd reason. It's not to me because this is society. It really presents itself to us. So me being a black man in society, I have been racially profiled before. And any African-American father or any minority father, because it's us mainly, but it's still other minorities as well, have that fear of bringing in a son into this world. I do have that fear, but my God is greater. So I feel as if, as my wife mentioned, with prayer and with us training him up to where he's aware of the instances that he could possibly be in, because unfortunately, mom and dad, as you get older, we won't be at the same place as you all the time, so we can definitely protect you, but it's going to be some times when he gets older, he's going to be out driving by himself. So we just want to make sure that he's prepared for those instances if they do come about, which we praying that they don't. But I think prayer, as my wife mentioned, and just training him and honestly putting him in those scenarios just so he knows how to react and he knows how to handle those situations. I think that's the best way to do it. Oftentimes, a lot of African Americans don't know how to handle the situation. And a lot of times they get scared and they don't know what to do. And honestly, calm down. Make sure you have everything they ask for. And that's that, and also with the way our society is going today, you have to record because footage is key. That's your receipts, so I'll just say that. And then I even have my shirt on. So, man, so that's constantly on my mind. I mean, we are always thinking about that. It doesn't make me scared to go out in the world because as I mentioned, I know the God I serve and I know he's always watching over us, but it's tough. It's definitely tough, but nonetheless, we're still super excited for him to get here and just to welcome him in this crazy world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Positive Pusher, what's going on? Hey, that's another channel y'all got to check out. Like, watching her video for the first time, like, it's so interesting because, like, she, like, de-stresses you. It's the best thing ever. And she has a background just like this. And, like, it's really like the dopest thing. But I would definitely say, check out all the people I named. That's the Positive Pusher, Just Vlogging Life. Smitten even started posting like some shorts and little smaller videos too. So check her out. John the Phone Guy, Me Nah, Trap Vision 3D, and who else? House of X. So I mean, we have a lot of great content creators in here. I think that's the great thing about our community. Other people in this, Wine Maxwell. Other people in this community kind of are like, man, you a YouTuber, I'm a YouTuber. We can't be friends. And I think that's a stigma that's placed on the YouTube content create a society that shouldn't be. Like, we can all be friends, we can all learn from each other, and we can all grow together. There's enough food at the table for all of us to eat. So I'll just say that.
They're saying, "Hey, Coco."
Oh yeah,
here she is. I know
she needs a haircut.
She does need a haircut. There she is. Say hello.
It's funny because she used to be like super chocolate. Like when we bought her, like she was super chocolate. I feel like we got scammed because she turned like this color.
She was like chocolate, like dark chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, her coat.
Which is why we call her Coco.
She's still a beautiful dog.
Absolutely.
She's still my baby.
Absolutely.
But she got lighter over time. Funny story. So it all started with her tail. She is a Shih Tzu. And so it all started with her tail. When she was a puppy, we had her on certain type of food, and specifically puppy food, right? I know where this story goes. So her tail, a lot of kids this story. Her tail. Okay, so her mom's name is Chocolate. And her mom is very chocolate, but her dad's name is Teddy, and he's like a brown blonde mix look. So her tail started turning blonde. So I'm like, what in the world? Like, her whole body's chocolate, but her tail is starting to turn a little blonde. I'm like, okay, what is going on? So I think this was before you had reached out. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to, watch her. Like, okay, is anything like, watching her behavior? Like, is there something going on? And this, this color change trying to tell me something, because, you have to keep their coats very healthy. So I'm like, am I bathing her wrong? Like, what is going on? So it was time for us to get her some more food. So we have this bin that we pour all of her food in. So it's not coming straight out the bag. It's in a bin. And so it was time for us to go get some more food. So he's like, okay, I'll go grab the food. He grabs the food. He grabs Senior. Now this dog's not even 1 year old yet, or 1 year old. So right. Your daddy did that to you. And so here she coming over there to you. So I'm like, why do you have Senior food? He was like, oh, I've been getting it. Like, I've always bought this. I'm like, this is why the baby tail is blonde, because you giving her gray hair. So I'm thinking that it was the food, but it really even wasn't the food. But I'm just glad that she's very healthy eating Senior food for quite a few months. And so I made sure he bought the right food, got the puppy food, and we end up reaching out to. We're in a community with her brothers and sisters, and so she has like a twin sister. They look just alike, y'all. Her name is Hershey. So you got Coco and Hershey, and the owner of Hershey was saying that Hershey's tail was also turning blonde. So they all started kind of getting light like this, and we just figured it was from Teddy. And we also still keep in contact with her breeder too. So we send her breeder like her birthday pictures and all that kind of stuff. So this is her color now. She just got it from her dad, getting that little blonde look in her, but she still got a little darkness to her. Her ears are a little bit of blonde. She got highlights, y'all. We're just gonna say that. She got her hair done. She went to the salon. So that is the story on why I thought Coco was aging fast. That's what I thought. So that's our little sugar. She's sweet as pie.
So I got a question, which we're waiting to actually drop this content, but we can just give them a little snippet. But let's tell the chat like how we met. Just hey, how we met.
You want me to tell it?
Go ahead and tell it.
You want me to start?
Go ahead and tell it.
Okay, so how it all started, we met in undergrad. So we both are the funny thing is we're both from Birmingham, Alabama, but never crossed paths, because it's almost like, you say you from the city, but you're really from the suburbs. That was me, but he was really from the city. So paths would have never crossed, because we were about 45 minutes from each other. Our parents' houses.
Out of town.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of town. Yep. So never really crossed paths. Really don't see how we would have. Our schools never played each other, nothing. So we ended up going to the same university. We went to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. We are champions. Yes, we got that championship this year. And so our freshman year, I was in a group of friends. He was in a group of friends, but those two group of friends would interact with one another every now and again. So that's how I met him. I didn't really know him like that, but he thought I was a tomboy, which I mean I was.
When
but
I met you had on a flag football outfit with some cleats, I think.
Okay,
That's
so let me tell you the backstory on why I had that on. So my freshman year, I was an intramural quarterback. Yeah, I got an arm. I was good. I was hot. Okay, I didn't have any interceptions, none of that. So I was a flag football quarterback. So that's how he caught me like that. So after our game, we went to go get something to eat at the dining hall. So of course, his first impression, he think I'm a tomboy. That's fine, because I can beat you in football. That's just, So
agree to disagree.
maybe not now, but then I could. Maybe not now, but then I definitely could. So long story short, it was like a high and by type of thing freshman year. Going into our sophomore year, we were both RAs in the same dorm.
Okay. And tell people that may not know what an RA is. What is an RA?
Basically, an RA is someone who oversees the hallway that you live on in your dorm. So like you come to them if you need anything. They plan events for you to go to. So like we used to plan like watch parties for the football games. We did all kind of stuff. You remember we had that little jazz event where we had the little twinkle lights up and people came and played their instruments. Okay, you wanted that event. Okay, but anywho, we did do the little hour you was on the grill. Yeah. So we did like little events like that for the people that live with us, our residents. So that was really fun. So we found out that we were on the same team. So that's how we really got to know each other, because we knew of each other, but we really didn't get to know each other. Until we got on the same team. So moving forward, we had been on the same team for 2 years. We had established a great friendship. We were best friends. And that was it to me, right? Yeah. So our third year being an RA, that's when we had another building that was being built on campus. And our supervisor asked if we wanted to stay in our building or did we want to go with him to the new building. So I'm like, shoot, I want the fresh building. I want the new building. And I want to still be under you as a supervisor. So I went with him. He stayed, which actually worked out really well because then, we started dating. But anywho, so what happened was during our second year of being RAs together, you were online. That's what happened. So if y'all don't know, he's an alpha. Y'all don't
know what it is.
He is alpha. So, so what happened after that? I was,
House of X has just brought in some Raiders, so we appreciate y'all for that. Thank y'all so much. Welcome in. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing to our channel. We're a dope young couple that does vlogs. We travel. We're having a baby. So I just wanted to say that. So thank y'all for joining us.
Yes, thank y'all. Welcome. So we're just talking about how we met. So, what was I? So he was online for Alpha. So I was just being a friend, if he needed anything, like, I would help him out, whatever it was. We had a couple classes together. So I'll help him out with homework, made sure he ate. Like, cause I think like sometimes I say, hey, you ate. All right, well, I'm going to get blah, blah, blah. You want something here? I'll bring it back, whatever. No big deal. So spring break came around and he was like, and Yasmin, this is when we went on spring break together. So spring break came around. He texted me and was like, hey, I know somebody who like you. I'm like, okay, like who? like that. Then he goes, I'm gonna tell you in Spanish. I'm like, okay, he's me. I'm like, boy, get off my phone, because I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is not no prank. It's almost April 1st. We ain't with no early April Fool's jokes, all this kind of stuff. So with that being said, I personally did not believe him. He was trying to convince me otherwise. I think it took you some months. Like, he was persistent, y'all. It took him some months. I did not believe him.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Please consider subscribing to our channel and follow our journey. Please.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, so with that being said, it took him a lot of convincing. What happened was, so he told me that in March. And I can't remember the exact date, but in August, he said, okay, look, I got an idea. I said, what? He said, let me take you on one date and we'll see if we vibe, then we should move forward. And if we don't, I'll respect your decision. So, I mean, here we are. We vibed.
We vibed. You see me? So, yeah, that was a good story.
So that's what happened.
But yeah, that's how we met again. And I don't know if you said like we were like best friends for like 2 years. Did you say that?
I didn't say the time, but yes. For 2 years.
So we was best friends for like 2 years. So we were currently dating someone, and we were talking to each other about our relationships, because it was like, man, I need somebody to confide in. We would come to each other and talk, you know, and that just kind of led to, as I mentioned, for those of you that are Greek, arguably that's probably one of the toughest times in your life, like with just that process. So it was a tough time in my life, and she held me all the way down, like all the way down. And it was just kind of like, that's somebody that I wanted in a wife, not knowing that I would marry her, but definitely wanting this person in my corner past that time. So I just kind of like, I'm so weak.
Me said Rose Towers.
Nah, fam, we ain't living in Rose Towers now.
No.
If any of y'all ever seen Good Times, which I'm pretty sure everybody has seen Good Times, Rose Towers look like the building that like the high-rise apartment that they lived in. Yes. It was. We actually, Anwar, we got to see Rose Towers being imploded. Yep.
So that was an interesting experience. And the new building that I went to that he didn't go to, that's where Rose Towers was. So the new building was built on that land. So that's where I went.
Yep.
So that is called Presidential Village. So that's where I stayed. I was living the presidential lifestyle.
So we got people that want some of that black love. I feel you. Hey, I wish we could throw me in a clone, because I got people right now. I got, I probably have backwaters, if I was able to clone myself, But again, thank you for joining us. Much. Absolutely, thank you for joining us.
Don't make his head bigger than what it is.
It's not big. It's not big. But I will say that no relationship is perfect, and a lot of people don't know this, but we argued like a lot when we were like when we first started dating. We argued a lot.
Mm-hmm. We did.
And I think it was more so because both of us are strong-minded individuals, and we both thought we was right. But anybody that's in a relationship, that you have to put that pride aside sometimes. Even if you feel like you're right, it's okay to let the other person have it, whether they're right or wrong, because at the end of the day, what matters most is that relationship. And even if you just feel really strongly about you being right, y'all can end that for a minute, then maybe bring it up, but just bring it up, because a lot of times with arguments, it's the tension of the conversation at that time.
It's never the conversation itself.
It's never the conversation.
The subject.
Exactly. It's I'm right, you wrong, forget everything else. And then you saying I'm right, you wrong, forget everything else.
Right.
When in fact, a lot of the times, and this is pertinent information, y'all, again, if y'all taking notes, write it down. And we're young. and we're still learning every day. We don't portray like we know everything, but just we have been together for at least 8 years now.
Right.
And the the two things that we have realized that works perfectly for our marriage is first and foremost God. First and foremost. Secondly, communication. Communication. We don't try to read one another's minds. Because we're married, that doesn't mean that we know what the person is thinking. You do learn a person more and more as you begin to develop with them. However, it's not your job to act like, or it's not your job to what's the word I'm looking for? Guess what your significant other is thinking, or like reading minds.
Yeah.
So just say what you feel so we can kind of figure out what's going on.
Absolutely. And one thing that we do to be honest with you, y'all, like I think we got a lot of our arguing out early because we don't even we're gonna knock on wood. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. We don't even argue like that. But just say if we do get in, we like to call it a disagreement. One thing that we do is like make sure that your eye level.
Thank you, Boss Lady Denise. Again, thank you for joining us today, and we really appreciate your support.
Stumbling over.
Hey, all the way. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
We try to first, get on eye level, like sit down next to each other. Nobody's standing over each other, or we're not standing. We're both not standing, trying to have a conversation, but sitting down. And then also we try to make sure, like, because we call each other bae. So like, we don't call each other by our names either. So if I'm mad at you, I'm not going to say Derek. Like, I'm not going to say that. I'm still going to call him bae. I'm still going to say my sugar and all this kind of stuff, because that calms the situation down. We're able to hear each other and we're able to communicate better. So that's just one thing that we do, and it works very well for us. And it keeps it a conversation and not an argument or a yelling challenge or nothing like that. So that's the best way, because respect is the main thing we try to keep in the forefront of any conversation that we have. And so that's what we do. Yeah.
And it's funny because this kind of transition to like relationship tips. Right. I guess like we're supposed to be talking about like 1K and a baby. And I mean, but y'all stop asking questions. So we want to kind of keep y'all entertained. I mean, we won't go too much long because I know people got to, get ready for the club tonight and y'all got to do some other stuff. So we're going to respect that.
Right.
But I think another thing is constantly learning about your partner. Just because you're married, that does not mean that you know everything about that person. It does not mean, I think for us, because we really pay attention to the news, of course.
Yeah.
But in the beginning of this virus, they released a report that said it was like the divorce rate was like over 50% or something like that. And I was like, wow.
It was high.
And it's normally always been like 48 to 52 or 52. It's always kind of been like that. But that told me that a lot of people, and it was weird because it was like people that's been married for 25 years getting a divorce. And you're thinking, okay, at 25 years, like, somebody inside and out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, to me, well, I won't say everything is fixable, but most things are repairable when it comes to a relationship. There are some non-negotiables, of course, but most things are. And for you to be married for 25 years and get a divorce, that's saying something. That's saying something. And that's not reassuring to some of us that's been married for under 10 years, under 5 years. Not saying that we look up to that specific couple, but those who have been married for that long, we do look up like, wow, like real love is possible.
Oh, speaking truth, people talk and don't communicate. Oh my gosh. Did I not just say this today?
You actually just said that today.
I literally said today. Now, for those of you just joining, we were talking about, we had Zaxby's earlier. And when I say it was The customer service was not good because they just were not listening. They were not listening at all. And so, because that goes back to people hear and don't listen. I was literally saying, like, babe, we all speak English,
but don't understand each other.
We don't understand each other.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So,
and I think a lot of that comes from, again, even if we go back to like, and we are spiritual, but we not like those holier than thou type individuals. So don't get that from this. But we do love the Lord, and we won't be scared to emphasize that. But I will say that we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, because you're supposed to listen more than you talk. And again, a lot of the times when we don't hear one another, that's because we're both trying to talk. It's hard. If we both talking right now, it's hard for you to hear me, which that's when people begin to elevate their voice. And now we're in a shouting match.
Right. And it's even more than that, because just like we say this all the time, like, seek to understand before being understood.
Yeah.
Because even like what I try to do when he's talking to me, I try to make sure that I'm listening before I even form my thought of what I'm about to say. Because once I start forming my thought, I'm not listening anymore. So I really try to do that. Seek to understand before trying to be understood. Because once you start forming that thought, you're not listening anymore.
Right.
So I definitely work on that. And communication is something you're going to work on every day. Don't think that we have it perfectly, because we do not. But definitely something that we strive for every day. Because it is that's an ongoing thing you're going to learn to the day you leave this earth.
And I hear a lot of people say like marriage isn't easy. And I'll say this. I don't feel comfortable with saying that for our marriage yet, because honestly, thank God we haven't hit one of those things where it's like, man, this is a hard marriage to be in. Like, I don't think everybody's marriage is hard. I don't really believe that for one, at all. I do believe that some people's marriages probably are a bit more difficult than others, but it's not to say that our marriage is perfect. You know, we do have disagreements sometimes, but we have learned to settle the differences then. And this is key. Get your pen and your paper right now. Do not go to sleep mad at each other. Do not go to bed mad at one another. Do not leave the house mad at one another. There are too many things that are happening in this world to where you don't want your last memories of somebody to be y'all were in an argument.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of, this was the last. Yep.
Look at what I said. Hey, you sound like you stuck over there. You stuck.
Hey,
I know that's right.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
Facts. And you want to talk about a couple that loves each other? Like, definitely our parents are goals, but a couple that loves each other, Meat and I.
This couple right here.
NY Meat, like, this man, that love is like,
you wouldn't even believe they've been married 20 years.
You would not believe,
because their love is like honeymoon stage, newlywed. I love to see their love.
Yeah. And I mean, like, beautiful. They've just been through so much with one another, and they've constantly grown, man. They look good too, man. I'm gonna stop going about them. Go check out their channel, man.
Yeah,
like, go check their channel out for sure. But honestly, for those of y'all that are married and you want to get married, like, man, marriage is a great thing. Marriage is a great thing.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
It's an investment. I'll say that. It's an investment. Just kind of like if you invest in something and you buy it low, but then you hold on to it and then it increases in value, that's a marriage.
That's a marriage. Sitting next to you, honey.
That's a marriage. No, you're actually priceless. I can't even put a price tag on you. So I'll say that be sure that if you're talking to that person right now and you're thinking about, hey, I think this might be the one, make sure that they're invested in you. Invested, because as I mentioned, this is an investment.
Absolutely.
And it's not hard to figure that out. You want to make sure that this person has your best interest in mind.
Absolutely.
You want to make sure
Wants
that
to see you grow.
wants to see you grow. You want to make sure that, I mean, even something as small as chivalry, man. I mean, opening the door for your lady, closing the door, you know,
I mean,
like
I even open the door for you. It
not
goes
walking.
both ways.
Yeah, I mean, like not walking in front of them. And I think that was the biggest thing for me at first when we got together. I walk fast and she doesn't walk fast. And she had to tell me all the time, hey, babe, like, what you doing? You know, but
Right, like this ain't no, you ain't a line leader.
Yeah.
I think I used to tell you that,
Yeah.
like, you ain't no line leader around here.
And at first I used to be like, you need to like speed up, you know, but I was like, why am I trying to like, it's easier to slow down than to speed up. If I slow down, it's not gonna make me uncomfortable. But if she speeds up, it probably will, because that's not what she's used to, you know. And again, you got to compromise in these, you know,
Yep, you do.
large relationships when it comes to marriage. Like
So
it's not all roses and what's the other saying? What, some cupcakes or whatever y'all be talking about. I mean, it's a real deal investment, man.
Yeah.
And again, I can definitely say during this pandemic, our stock value has raised tremendously.
Absolutely.
You know, so man, we love one another, not afraid to say it. And we are definitely prepared to welcome in our new baby boy into this world. So man, we definitely appreciate y'all's support. Again, we're not gonna hold y'all too much longer, so we're gonna kind of wrap up right now. But again, we appreciate y'all. Does anybody have any last minute questions that they want to ask? And if y'all are new, man, please subscribe to our channel. You know, so and just to be as real as possible, like we have conversations about YouTube and if we want to keep doing it or not, you know, just because it's not easy, it's time consuming, because we have full-time jobs as well while trying to be content creators. And we're trying to put the best possible content forward. So you can go back and watch our very first video to our most recent video, and you can see the growth. By editing, we're more comfortable in front of the camera and the whole nine. So
I used to tense up when the
Yeah.
camera was on.
yeah, because I think I found myself doing most of the talking in the beginning.
Yep. And I'm the one that asked.
But this was your idea.
It was my idea, but he used to be like,
And the words that you
like-
in your last video, make some sense out of nothing. I was like, you
ain't finna come for me like
make some
that.
sense out of nothing.
That is true, because this was my idea. Hey, Travis and Mariah.
Yo, this is a dope couple as well, man. They are also expecting a new bundle of joy. So you haven't checked out their channel, go check them out. Great channel, great content.
Yes, go show them some love.
Yep.
Let them know that D&Q sent you.
Yep. Let's see.
Does Q want a girl eventually? I do. I want a boy and a girl. I want one of each. If God blesses us with that, then that's what, you know, I will be happy to receive it. If God blesses us with another boy, or you know, I will be happy to receive it. I think my biggest thing is a healthy baby.
Yeah,
that's my biggest thing.
Absolutely.
But of course, you know, you want a girl to doll up, because I'm trying to tell you, I know how to do everything. I know how to do makeup. I know how to do hair.
Yeah.
I know how to do nails.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff. So she will be fly if
Absolutely.
God blesses us.
Oh, he gonna be fly.
with a
You know what I'm
girl.
saying?
But
he
yeah,
gonna be fly. True.
you gonna handle him.
Mhm.
I'll handle her. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we're gonna have a little stylish family.
Do y'all miss traveling?
Ooh, yes.
Absolutely. I feel like it's kind of like one of those things where, well, this is a different scenario. It's not gone, but you don't miss something until it's gone. Like, that's how I feel right now about traveling. Like, that was our peace, you know, that was our tranquility, just that time for us to just continue to connect outside of where we live, you know.
Right.
And it's been a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a struggle, because you're talking about a couple. What do we take, like 6 trips a year?
I think for our first like 2 years, we were like taking like 6 trips a year. And it would be one really big trip, which would be around our anniversary, which is in June. And then we would take like 5 small trips. So it'd be like maybe a trip to New York for like a few days. It'll be another small cruise, maybe like for like 3 days. Go somewhere for my birthday.
Yeah, we always try to go somewhere for your birthday. And that's where the Invicta Cruise came into play. If y'all don't know anything about the Invicta Cruise, that's how we met some of our friends on there too. Met some lifelong friends on the Invicta Cruise. It's crazy because like every cruise we go on, we always click with someone. But the Invicta Cruise definitely has shown us who our lifelong friends are for sure.
Absolutely.
But we always, you always find somebody to click with on the cruise. And it's a great experience because you get to meet people from all around the world. And some are just right down the street. You like, what? So.
And I think we've all talked about this, like having just like those ride or die friends. And it's so funny because your family supposed to kind of be, those individuals, but we got family that's rocking with our channel like hard, but we got some family that's like probably haven't even watched any of our videos before. And I think all of us have that. So it's just kind of one of those things where you say, you rocking with us, but you ain't showing us, So, but we have had friends that we really consider family. The only thing that we're not is blood, but we are family. And that's what we consent, and that's what we continue to emphasize. Like we text each other all the time, video each other all the time, running each other playlists, just doing all types of things to help one another. Because again, you don't really have that many real friends in life. So the ones that you do find, keep them close.
Exactly.
Keep them close.
Hey, some friends are, think about it like trees, right? Some friends you got the what do you call it? The trunk of the tree. Yeah. Some friends you got the branches, and some friends you got the leaves, right? The leaves, they come and go as they want. They blow whichever way the wind. They're not really dependable. The branches, you think they're dependable until you step out on them. Yeah. But that foundation of the tree will always be there no matter what goes on. You want those type of friends. Absolutely. You want the foundation of the tree type of friends. Absolutely. So yeah, we have definitely found those types of friends. Absolutely. For sure.
So Tim, do you think y'all will travel with your baby?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Like that's something that we want to expose our baby to.
See the world. After this foolery stops.
Absolutely.
But the baby will see the world. Absolutely. We want to introduce our baby to the creations that God has made. So yes, this baby will know how to travel.
Absolutely.
That is for sure.
Absolutely. Yo, I'm weak. My man said, y'all keep the questions rolling. So who we got in the Super Bowl? Me personally, I don't see Tom Brady making it this far and not winning the Super Bowl. I can't stand Tom Brady, honestly, if we just being quite frank. But if he gets there, he's going to win. I mean, I just don't see him not winning. The only time he would lose is against the Giants. But the Giants aren't there. It's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are solid, though. So I think this is going to be a really good Super Bowl. Like, really good Super Bowl. I'm weak. Do you think y'all would travel with Coco? Actually, we almost did travel with her. I think we were going. Where were we going? To some state, and I was looking like hard on like the flight because like we fly a lot, and I was looking at like the flight prices of how much it costs for a dog, and I was like, dude, the dog, like her ticket would have been more than my ticket. And I'm like, all she gonna do is panic on there. I was like, I don't know if I even want to go through that.
We put Coco in the car,
so
and she
be losing her mind.
She's good once she gets on the freeway. And I think it's just like a baby, right? Like once they get that steady movement, she go right to sleep. But if you just trying to take her down the street, and I call it her salon, if you trying to take her down the street to her salon, oh, she be about to lose it. I don't know if she knows where she's going, or if the car just gives her anxiety. I don't know. So I don't know. We gotta pray on this flying with her. But she has been to Alabama, so she's good in the car once you get on the freeway, and she has been to Tennessee in the car, and she slept the whole way. So she's good once you get on the freeway. But before that, she like, why did y'all put me in this car?
Mama, you're right. We were supposed to go to Colorado for my birthday this year, for my 30th birthday. So my birthday is in 16 days. 16 days. So my birthday is February the 21st. So y'all make sure y'all show your boy some love. I'm probably post a video on that day. So y'all just show your boy some love. My 30th birthday. So I'm super excited. More so just because God has blessed me to make it this far, So I know some people that's not with us right now that was with us last month or last year, So just being able to be healthy, and just being here with my beautiful wife, like that's my birthday present, honestly. So I'm not even looking for anything like too big. I think I have what I need coming in June.
Yeah, that is his birthday gift. Y'all know I'm gonna do something special for him. This is the big milestone going into another decade of life.
Just Vlogging Life. Hey, I don't know if I said it, which I'm gonna say it again. Go check out Just Vlogging Life. Her and her husband did a video yesterday that was really dope. Like their energy is so like positive, like super positive. So I really love y'all channel, and again, we're family now. And then I saw you comment. I haven't been able to respond, but virtual auntie. She said she's a virtual auntie. So looking for virtual aunties and virtual uncles. Absolutely. So and he said the Bucks are gonna win. I don't want them to win, but I just don't see Tom Brady losing. Congrats on 1K. Y'all really need 10K or better. God has big things planned for your family, channel, and Coco. Bro, big ups. I really appreciate that. And y'all as well, man. Y'all, and I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all supposed to be mainstream right now. I mean, we consider ourselves mainstream, but honestly speaking, we're not mainstream yet, because we should have 1,000 people in this, live. But as long as we got the group that's rocking with us and they're constant, to me, in my mind, that is mainstream. That's mainstream, because I'd rather have 20 reals than 100 fakes. So y'all had any more questions? I'm trying to think of something. Trying to think of a question.
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything? You know what that means, right? That means it's time to wrap this up, cause I don't believe in wasting people's time. So if we don't have nothing, we don't have nothing. Question. When is your next live? So this is our first live, and thanks to our brother and sis N1 Meet, they really encouraged us to go live. So we wasn't going live today at all. We were going to go live probably like, I don't know, like later in life. But they was like, hey man, y'all need to go live so more people can know that y'all are out there. So if y'all rocking with these lives and y'all would like to see this, maybe we did it on Friday nights, like drop those comments right now, and let's see if we can kind of stick to the Friday nights thing. And if y'all think this live is dope, tomorrow's live with me now, man, make sure y'all follow them, because they lives are off the chain. They're gonna be live in Tampa tomorrow, so they're gonna be live from the Super Bowl. So Y'all check their live out tomorrow, but y'all think this is nothing. This is nothing. We new to this. They true to this. And like their lives are absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. You know, so we just getting comfortable. But I mean, if y'all want to see another live next Friday, then we'll do another live next Friday. Just to kind of see what everybody feeling. And then we'll just kind of maybe think of some new topics and things like that. Because we don't want to just hop on here and just do like this. So what type of questions y'all got?
Right.
We want to have some type of itinerary. So that way we're going over that first. And then we can just kind of have like a free-for-all. You know, so.
Did you see Anwar question?
Kroger
and Publix. I cannot. You about to make me start crying over here. Please don't. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What was D's reaction when he found out the news? He didn't believe
I didn't believe it at all, but I called it though.
He thought I was pranking him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he actually knew that I was pregnant before I even knew I was pregnant. Because I can't remember what happened, but you was like, you just walked up to me and said, babe, you pregnant.
Like you just kept telling me, you was like, cause normally like when her cycle comes on, I pretty much like it's crazy because I learned it. Like I knew like what day it came on pretty much.
Yeah, without even like keeping a calendar.
Yep,
like,
it was crazy.
He knew.
And like that's just us being in sync. So I was like, ain't nothing going on. Like, what's up? So then I was like,
it's crazy because I wasn't even telling him nothing. He was like,
nah,
it can't did it come?
No.
I'm like, how
she wasn't telling me nothing. So I was like,
no. It's coming though.
Like,
it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Because how it all happened was he said it first. I was like, no, not at all.
Yeah.
So I keep a app. It's called Flow. And it just keeps up with your cycle every month. So it'll tell you like what day to be expecting and whatnot. So, or the month of September, it was telling me what day to expect it, and it did not show up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I don't know, maybe it'll come tomorrow. Let's wait till tomorrow. So it did not come the next day. Flo nudged me and was like, hey girl, like she came, what shit? I was like, girl, no, she ain't come. So we're gonna wait another day. Flo was like, okay, but you probably need to take a pregnancy test. And I was like, girl, you crazy. So waited another day. The app Flo dinged me again. It was like, she came. I was like, no, she ain't come. So Flo was like, well, you know, you need to take a pregnancy test.
Right.
And I was like, Flo, you don't know what you're talking about. Like,
yeah.
So I waited another day. It's nothing. Like no cramps, no nothing, absolutely nothing. So Flo was like, no, for real. You need to take a pregnancy test. So I took it. Filmed it, but in my mind, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be deleted footage.
Mm-hmm.
And it said pregnant. I was like, oh, okay, Flo, you weren't lying. You was for real. So I was shocked myself because I'm thinking this is deleted footage.
Right.
But I still wanted to, you know, film it anyway, just in case. So that's when I'm like, oh my gosh. So he was away getting us some lunch because we love Chipotle.
And we don't have not one stock in Chipotle. It makes no sense.
It made no sense.
Like if you love something that much, buy some stock in it so they can start paying for your stuff. So if you love Apple iPhones, buy Apple stock. Right. So that way when you pay for your phone,
so we spend enough money on the phone
residuals
to get a new one.
Like
so but yeah, so that's basically how it went down. I put it in like this gift bag. Basically, he thought it was just like a because gift, which it was, but also, you know, I wanted to show him that we were expecting a baby. Yeah. So I put it at like the very, very bottom. He thought it wasn't nothing in the bag. So I told him, I was like, well, lift the paper up. And he was like, you kept asking me, are you for real?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Are you for real? I'm like, yes. He was like, this is not a prank, is it? I'm like, of course, I would never.
Because she had just pranked me, man, like 2 times last year. She pranked me. Y'all, she gave me a scratch off ticket. Your boy thought he won $1 million, bro. Like, I I ain't never want to divorce you, but that probably was like divorce worthy almost. Like you got my hose all the way high. And then
I said, "Hey, we need to call the back. The number. We need to call the number on the back so we can know."
And
what
it said on the back, it said like, "This is a prank."
Right.
Piss was the wrong word.
Yeah, it was funny. I have more pranks to come. So for those who are new here, please subscribe to our channel. You do not want to miss these pranks that I have coming.
And then we're gonna even talk about that roach prank.
Oh yes,
I almost went off on that.
I think the roach prank was worse than the scratch off prank. So if y'all have not watched, please go find that roach prank.
You gotta go find it.
Like prank. I'm gonna explain it, but it's better to see it versus. So what happened was, I got on Amazon. I bought these little plastic roaches, and I don't even like roaches. So even like looking at the roach in the plastic, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm doing this." So get the roaches. I clean them off real good with some dishwashing detergent. Clean them off. I wrap them in a paper towel. We go out to eat. So I asked him, did he want some of my shrimp? So as I'm putting the shrimp on his plate, I throw the roach on his plate.
I'm talking about smooth with it. Like
he didn't even see it. And then he stirred his food. He stirred his food up. So I'm like, ooh.
Y'all know Juicy Crab, you gotta shake the bag.
Oh yeah, we were in Juicy Crab.
Get the sauce on all of it,
So he shook it up real good. And I'm over here like, okay, should I keep this going? Or should I just tell him like, hey, Badger, put a fake roach in your food? Because he just shook it up good. So by the time he actually realized that there was a roach in his food, I mean, you was good. Halfway, almost a little bit more than halfway done. So he looks up to me. He was like, it's a roach in my food.
And for me, like, I was like,
not to laugh.
I was like, man, you know, roaches have like diseases and crap. So I was like, bro, like, what did I do?
He been eating too.
Rubbing.
Oh,
so
you know my stomach hurt.
Man, the roach like on his back, like he had like when you know, like he was like backpedaling in the sauce. So I was like, I'm like, bro, it's a roach in my food. Like, I can't believe this.
I'm over here crying.
The joint was like this big. So I was like, so I'm just trying to gather my thoughts or whatever. So you know how, like, pretty much, like, you know, like how something's loading, like my brain loading. I don't know what I'm gonna say to this girl when she come into the table and ask how we doing. I was just like, you don't want to ask me that. So,
cause she did come back and say, so how's everything?
Yeah, she said, how's things, or like how's everything, or like how's things going?
Something like that, yeah.
I said things aren't going well at all. And then she said, bang, 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 bang. She said, it's a prank. I said, and then like, man.
Because I already knew. I'm like, I should have talked to, and that was my fault, because I should have talked to the waitress. I should have stepped away, pretend like I was going to the bathroom. I should have talked to the waitress and told her what I was doing so she could have went along with it. Because the waitress was saying, when she found out it was a prank, the waitress was like, you should have just let him keep going. I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, I can't do that. And you ain't warned at least. You know what I'm saying? You're not even warned. No. So I was like, I had to cut that off. That was funny.
That you like Kroger or Publix? Serious question. To keep it 100 with you, go ahead, man.
I mean, you talking about cost efficient, or you talking about quality?
It's just not facts. Yeah.
So cost efficient Kroger all day.
Yeah.
But quality, you know, Publix.
Yeah, I love
Publix. Publix is good for those buy one get one frees. If you live in Georgia, you have the choice to only buy one. Mm-hmm. You can get half off, so you don't have to get both if you don't want to side. That's the one thing I do love about Publix. Just because it says buy one get one free, you don't have to buy both. So I do that sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, we love Publix, but again, we shop more at Kroger just because with the Kroger Plus card, you just get more deals. It's kind of like asking if somebody likes Walmart or Target. I mean, Target is better, of course, but it's kind of like Walmart.
Target.
You know, it's kind of like, but I can't stand Walmart, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like
at least not in the city.
Not the city. Not
city
not
Walmart
next to us.
Oof.
It's terrible.
No.
It is absolutely terrible.
No.
Oh, Positive Pusher, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
thank
Again,
you.
this is our first live. I've been live one other time on my channel, which was a long time ago. But this was like the first time. Again, it was some hard shoes to follow because we have been watching our brother and sis channel the last few Saturdays, and man, they've been like phenomenal, you know. But we just kind of like, I hope, like, we was literally talking all day, like, all right, what we talking about, like, cause we need some type of like outline so we can stay on track. But we forgot to do that because just the day got from us, and I mean, I think we did okay.
Yeah,
I think we did okay. You know, I definitely think
we
it's
got the
room for
swing of
improvement,
things.
but
Absolutely.
I think we did okay. Let's see here. Well, I know I didn't just see this.
What?
Hold on. Drunk. Hey, I gotta get it to you, man. You really trying it right
You
now.
really are.
You really trying it. So it's drums for me because I feel like drums have more meat on the bone than flats. But she love flats. Hey, can I get 10 10-piece flats? And then, you know, flats cost, you know, they cost extra for flats.
They sure do.
Man, that little
You gotta
10-piece
pay.
be the same price of a 20-piece by the time she done customizing it. I'm like, dang.
No, it's not. I don't even do all flats anymore.
You don't.
When we get Wingstop, I don't do all flats.
Okay.
Hold on, do I need to show you my app? You don't believe me?
No.
You believe me for real?
No.
Woo! And why? Look, don't be having us debating over here over some drums and flats.
Oh. All right, y'all. We about to wrap this thing up. But ranch though, for real.
Yeah, ranch.
Ranch.
Actually, this quarantine, I learned how to make my own ranch.
Yeah, she had, man. When I say like, she will literally try to make anything. It's so funny because, like, of course, the person that she gonna test everything on is your boy.
Yep.
So, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with him. Like, this ain't it. Just like those pancakes the other day. I was like, man, you should have put a little, because I like crunchy stuff. So in this, it's probably dang near burnt. I don't care. It's good. It's good. It's good. So, so she made some pancakes. They fire too, y'all. But she made her pancakes with a little crisp on it.
Yeah, I like the little edges to be crisp and the middle to be golden. You know, he want his to look like a cast iron skillet.
Hey, what it do?
But I mean, I
like
try,
the food
but
that when it's cooked, it's not burnt. But if you let it cool down, then it's considered burnt. I like that type of food. Yeah.
That's a no for me, dog.
So that's just kind of what I like. But
I try to accommodate your requests.
And you do a great job. Be the Difference Clothing. Thank you so much. I've heard great things about your channel too. It is my mission to get by and stop by to see your channel just to show you some love. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be coming to check you out very soon. Very soon.
Absolutely.
Smitten, carrots and celery or fries? I think it depends on. Look, I'm about to start lying because we don't be no.
I was saying, where are you going with this?
No
Because
carrots,
fries,
no celery. Hey, French fries.
Fries. Now, I know my mom likes the. Mama, which one you like? You think you like celery? I can't remember. She like one of them. But I used to love the celery, but I don't know. I think as I gotten older, it kind of got a bite to it now or something that is not agreeing with my palate. But you know, your palate changes over time.
Yeah, carrots and celery is decent, but some French fries, especially if you got some wings, then it's all right.
Yeah, but I think isn't one of them supposed to, or celery? Like if you have hot wings, they're supposed to make it a little bit cooler or something, right? Or am I making it up? I could be making it up.
You might be making that up.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one. Ruben Stutter. Smiling.
Oh, Kings of Birmingham.
I ain't
Okay.
heard Ruben in so long.
Yeah.
What is Ruben? last time I heard Ruben, he was having a tea time performing at the amphitheater.
For real.
Yeah,
Who was he flying without wings
man,
or something?
Ruben down bad right now. Funny,
Yeah,
man.
I haven't heard.
Man, Ricky Smiley, you really can't go wrong with Ricky
You
Smiley.
can't.
Like, look,
Now,
like
Funny Man
Lil
is
Daryl.
he funny too. Now
Yeah,
we got to watch Funny Man a lot in college because he came and hosted a lot of stuff in college. So that's how we were introduced to Funny Man. Was in college, so
Yeah.
we got to know him then. And I'm pretty sure with the Greeks, y'all pretty much got to know him pretty well
yeah.
because he was always with the Greeks.
He was always with the Capitals because he
was always with Kappas.
a Capital.
And it
So-
probably, and I think the AKs and Deltas too, probably. But
Yeah.
yeah, he was always with the Greeks.
Yeah,
But yeah, you definitely can't go wrong with Ricky
Yeah.
Smiley. He funny.
yeah.
He funny.
But yeah, y'all, man, we really.
All right,
Hey.
and while we done, we got done. And why don't want to look? How about we just FaceTime you after
Right.
this?
I'm just FaceTime you.
Right, we'll just call you.
But yeah, man, we really appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we really hope that y'all. I'm gonna just show y'all what he's saying. Y'all.
Yes, because he just. So somebody answer Anwar questions for him, please.
Life with Brandon and Alex. Yo, this is a new channel that we just started following, and they're dope, like super dope. They are really, really, really cool family, and I can definitely see them up there on that top 2 one day. So thank y'all for joining us, and just keep up the good work. This is a marathon, not a sprint, so always remember that.
Absolutely.
But we really appreciate y'all. And man, thank y'all for just showing us support. Thank y'all for that 1K mark. Thank y'all for
Absolutely.
following our pregnancy journey. Thank y'all for just rocking with us from day one with the Vegas video. So if y'all know anybody that would just benefit from our channel, please share it. Please share it. Please share it. But for those of you that are new, make sure that you subscribe to our channel.
Mm-hmm.
Give this video a thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Hit that bing. Shout out to be notified of our future videos.
Hey,
Hit that bell.
That was for me now, right there.
And follow our social media outlets to see what we're doing when we're not on YouTube. But again, man, we really love y'all. We enjoyed y'all rocking out with us today. And
Absolutely.
we'll be back next Friday. So from your boy D.
And your girl Q. We haven't said that in so
I
long.
know.
We
R.
out.
Love y'all. Be blessed.
Bye.